As you heard, I'm Ken Brooks. I am running for that circuit judge position that Frank Bell is vacating. Just to let you know a little bit about me, I have a practice over in Milton, just right next door to the courthouse. I've been over there. I've been practicing law for about 20 years. I have a general practice over there. At one time, we had in my firm we had 7 attorneys. We presently have 2 attorneys in the same firm. We have a general practice over there. We handle all kinds of cases. The same kind of cases that a circuit judge would handle, our firm handles. They include criminal law cases. I'm a trial attorney. I end up spending a lot of my time, as many of us do here, in trial court, handling all kinds of cases. Circuit judges handle the important, the serious cases in criminal court, the felony cases. Those are the cases that involve death penalty cases. The sexual battery cases, the aggravated assault cases, those kind of serious cases. Those are the ones that we, if we're elected as judge, would be hearing. They also hear those cases in civil court, matters of controversy over $15,000. The serious civil cases as well. We get involved in probate cases. Everybody knows what probate's all about. It's, you know, if somebody passes away in your family and you need to distribute the assets in that person's estate, the judge is the one that handles those matters. In addition to that, dependency cases are handled by the circuit judge. Dependency cases involve abandoned, abused, or neglected children. The circuit judge is the one that presides over those cases as well. Those are serious cases as well because they involve the fundamental rights of parents in cases and the fundamental rights of the children involved as well. I've been doing this, as I said, for 20 years. Tell a little bit about myself. Prior to becoming an attorney, I was in law enforcement for many years and worked on the other side, basically prosecuting cases or bringing cases to prosecution as a law enforcement officer. And as a law enforcement officer, I was involved in several different aspects. I worked with canines. I was an underwater search and recovery diver in law enforcement as well as I rode a motorcycle in the heat of the summer, which was fun. After that, or before that, I went to Florida State University. That's where I went undergrad. And graduated from Florida State University undergrad. I went to University of North Dakota School of Law. Basically, I wanted to take a breather from Florida and what we were involved in Florida in law enforcement, and I took my family up to North Dakota. My wife is a native Floridian, so that was a change for her. 20 to 30 below wasn't received real well. But she got acclimated pretty good up there. We spent 3 years up there in law school, and I moved back down here where my wife is from. My dad was in the Air Force. He retired as a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force, so we know this area real well. We've been around here a long time. My wife's father ran SunTrust Bank for many years before he retired. Charlie Choate was his name. Now we're invested in this area in a big way. I've got 3 kids. I've got one's 23, one is 19, one is 16 going on 30. You can't tell her a thing. They've all been involved in school here. They've all been involved in sports in this area. They've all been involved in a big way in church. I'm involved in a big way. I attend St. Mary's Episcopal Church over in Milton. I've been the senior warden over there. I'm the chancellor, which is basically the legal representative for the church over there as well. We've been doing that a long time. I'm active in sports in Santa Rosa County. We spend quite a bit of time over here in Upper Lewis County because my daughter plays volleyball and it's big over here, so she plays on a club team. As part of my practice, I've had the opportunity to travel all over the state to handle cases. I handle a lot of major litigation, complex litigation cases as well. And one thing is very important about this area. The folks in this area are very grounded. They know, as I can tell here today, they know their politics. They know what they want. They know what they need in this area, and it shows when we have attorneys come from the south end of Florida up to the panhandle of Florida. They know that they're coming and they're practicing in front of attorneys that care about what they're doing and know what they're doing in this area. Many times I make the mistake of thinking that they're coming up here to the backwoods, but it's not the case. I say that because it's important when when you select your circuit judge for this area, you need to be looking for somebody with experience, with trial experience. This is a trial judge position. This judge is going to be presiding over important cases, both criminally and civilly, where he's going to have to know the rules of procedure, the rules of evidence. He's going to have to know the law in the various areas of law he's going to be presiding over. And there's a steep learning curve. If you're not familiar with those areas, it's going to create a problem. We want somebody, especially with the caseload in Okaloosa County. I spend probably 50% of my time in Okaloosa County. I'm familiar with the caseload in Okaloosa County. One of the reasons we're getting a new judge is because the caseload has exploded over here. And there's a backlog. There's a huge backlog, and what they've done is they've taken Frank Bell's position and sent it over here so they can help try and solve that problem, that backlog. The state has approved several other circuit judge positions over here, but there's no funding for it. Is that my time? Yep. Thank you very much. I'm Ken Rick.